so lucky to get to be with all the time. It is Monday! I have to admit, I woke up really nervous about what to say today, because it's a big day. And when we were doing this pilot for this show, it was like an audition tape in 2019, my bosses and I spoke, and we were concerned about how not to be political. And we knew that we were going to be launching in an election year, etc. And my immediate thought was, God, I hate authority! I don't want to have to censor myself! But then I realized, calmly, that they were trying not to be polarizing. And I understood that because at my very core beliefs, I am anything but political. One thing I wanted to do on this show was avoid our differences and find something that we all have in common. And then 2020 happened, and the whole world changed. And we did have something that united all of us, a pandemic, which wasn't political until it was absolutely political. And then Black Lives Matter ignited in the most important way, and I jumped in. And I knew that I would possibly have a talk show coming, and at some point I would have to start talking and find my voice. And I've been finding my voice on Instagram for years, but usually about pretty tame things. Beauty, love, and fun, positivity, and joy. And it's a good thing I've been practicing talking to a camera for years by myself, because, well, welcome to this show. As Saturday Night Live says, I'm a girl alone in a big studio having fun. Someone's having fun in 2020. It's my favorite line from the whole show, the whole thing. And I have had moments where I then didn't even want to get on social media this year, as if a post didn't match the magnitude of the moment. But let's face it, social media is now the most powerful thing we've had. And I've been finding my way on social for years, and now I get to do this show. And so I thought very quietly about what I could say today about this moment in our country. And I think it is wonderful that I got to sit with my daughters and see them imagine their own potential. Because every human is full of equal possibilities. And I didn't want to post and I didn't want to gloat, because I know there are people out there who are hurting. There are people who are not happy about this. And I am naive, but I always think and I understand that I want to continue this show to be a safe space for everyone, no matter what your priorities are. And what I am overwhelmed with is not a win for this country, but the divine intervention of 2020 itself, the worldwide reset, the year that challenged the entire globe and continues to do so. And that this moment is about hearing those cries for help and to get to a place of decency and respect. Respect for the world we live in and everyone in it. So this is the year we should remember when we asked what works and challenged ourselves about every answer. Do schools work? Does the economy work? Does it serve everyone? How do we tackle healthcare? How do we be a better neighbor? The year that forced us to reimagine everything. This year, when my daughter Frankie asked me what the meaning of life was, I was like, cool. I had a moment of divine intervention. I did. I closed my eyes, and the answer was so loud and unobstructed. And I opened my eyes, and I said to her, Frankie, I believe the meaning of life is we are here to take care of each other. So yes, I don't want to be political. I want to be out of the fight and into the human solution. How do we take care of each other and be respectful and good, aware and kind, calm the waters, act local, get global, look around with a new level of imagination. We have life and love, children and humanity in common. Let's take off our armor and get into position to be problem solvers together. And this is going to be the oddest segue ever. But I've been wanting to do a thing on this show called Word of the Week. Now, again, because we discuss every little thing, every little detail of the show, we were worried, does it feel like a lesson? And then I had to say, heck yeah, because we're all students. And I've been holding on to this word for weeks, waiting, sitting on it like a nest egg. And it's perfect for today. So, this is my dictionary. It's important to me. All right, let's roll the graphic. Word of the week. Yes. And our inaugural word is, my dictionary is upside down, that should tell you everything, is intrepid. Yes. Characterized by resolute fearlessness, fortitude, and endurance. So let's be intrepid 2020, and let's use that word of the week all week and squeeze it in when it fits or even when it doesn't. And by Friday, hopefully being fearless will invade our bodies and our minds as we head into the end of the year and into a brand new one with hope and respect and a time where we take care of each other.